Let's compare two cities today. First, Abuja, a city planned, well designed, with Addis Ababa, a city formed by history. So, guys, let's see and tell me which one will win your heart. Let's start with Abuja.
One city was built from scratch to unite a nation. The other has stood for thousands of years, never conquered. Abuja versus Addis Ababa, Africa's most fascinating capital showdown. In 1976, Nigeria needed a fresh start after a devastating civil war. They built Abuja from grassland, a symbol of unity where none existed. Meanwhile, Addis Ababa stands as the only African capital never colonized. When Italy attacked with mustard gas in 1935, Ethiopia fought back and won. Two cities, two completely different origin stories. One planned for peace, one forged in resistance. Abuja was designed by Japanese architect Kenzo Tange as Africa's first purpose-built capital. Addis sits at 2,355 meters above one of the highest capitals on earth. Abuja, 4.2 million people. Addis, 5.96 million. But here is the twist. Abuja feels more spacious despite growing 15 times in 50 years. Why? Let's find out. But Abuja's master plan has a problem. While the city center gleams with government buildings and oil money, informal settlements sprawl on the edges. The vision was unity, but the reality is division. This is where planned cities often fail. They plan for the rich, not for everyone. Now let's see how Addis handles its own contradictions. But here is where Addis completely destroys Abuja in one category. And it's not what you think. Abuja wins on planning because you can actually navigate without getting lost in a maze. But Addis wins on transport because the light rail moves 500,000 people daily, while Abuja has traffic jams and more traffic jams.
Welcome back. Residents of Abuja are asking the relevant authorities to connect more roads in the satellite towns to the city center, especially as the traffic is getting unusually heavy.
For residents in some of the satellite towns who must find their way to the city center to work on a daily basis.
So which capital wins? Here is the truth. It depends what your value is. If you want a city that works, where planning actually means something, where loads make sense and you have space to breathe, Abuja takes it. Nigeria built something impressive from nothing. But if you want soul, history that goes back millennia, a city that survived empires and built Africa's only light rail system, where every street corner has a story, Addis Ababa is unbeatable. Alright, let's settle this with direct comparisons. I've scored both cities across 8 categories based on what I actually experienced, not tourist brochures. Now, here is the plot twist. Abuja's city economy, $5.4 billion. Addis Ababa's, $60 billion. Wait, Nigeria's national economy is 4 times bigger than Ethiopia's. So how is Addis Ababa's city economy 11 times larger than Abuja's? Because Addis is where 30% of Ethiopia's entire economy happens. It's the engine. Abuja is the showroom. There is your difference. And here is the Christian center. Same architectural ambition, same government funding. 2 faiths, equal treatment. That was the promise of Abuja. Whether it delivered, it's another story we'll get to. This golden dome isn't just beautiful, it's a statement. The National Mosque sits right next to the National Christian Center. Not by accident. Nigeria's founders wanted to prove Muslims and Christians could share the same skyline. And this is where Nigeria's oil wealth really shows up. The Transcorp Hilton, the biggest hotel in all of Nigeria, 667 rooms across 10 floors in the heart of Maitama. This isn't just a hotel, it's a statement. Congress Hall, 7 restaurants, outdoor pools, even a casino. When African presidents visit Abuja, this is where they stay. This is the Abuja that oil money built. Luxury infrastructure that rivals anything in Dubai or Singapore. Look at these roads. 6 lanes, organized, actually planned. This is what happens when architects design a city before people move in. Compare this to the organic African cities, where roads follow goat paths from 20 years ago. But this is Abuja's real landmark, Asoro, a 400-meter granite colony that was here long before any city. The Japanese architect Kenzo Tenge built the entire city layout around this road. Even planned cities need something ancient to anchor them.
I think you've seen the best. Let's watch Addis now.
This right here is why Addis wins on public transport. Africa's first modern light rail system. Chinese built, Ethiopian operated, moving 500,000 people daily. While Abuja debates building one, Addis already has 34 kilometers of track running. The African Union headquarters. This isn't just a building, it's a statement. Addis hosts the entire continent's political leadership. When Africa makes decisions, they make them here. Abuja has Nigeria's government, Addis has Africa's. And this is Bole, Addis Ababa's answer to a question whether it can an ancient city do modern luxury. Rooftop sky bars, international restaurants, shopping malls like Edna Mall and Selam City. This is where young Ethiopians with money come to see and be seen. This is the Skylight Hotel, Addis Ababa's largest hotel and luxury answer to anything Abuja has. On 8 floors dominating the Bole area, with 379 rooms, rooftop restaurants and views across the entire city from 2,400 meters elevation. But here is what makes it different from Abuja's Transcorp Hilton. This tower rises above 4,000 years of history below it. Modern luxury built on ancient foundations, not on empty grassland. My verdict? Addis Ababa, by a narrow margin. Why? Because any country with all money can build a planned city. But you can't manufacture 4,000 years of culture. You can't fake never being conquered. You can't replicate the pride of defeating a European colonial power. Addis earned its place. Abuja was assigned to it. But I want your vote. Comment below, Team Abuja or Team Addis, and tell me why. Next up, I'm comparing Nairobi with Lagos. And trust me, this one gets controversial. 2 megacities, one in East